Today we're gonna make a Mexican soup which is called a chuale soup. It's a dry corn soup. So let me give you ingredients. Alright, so for my ingredients, I got the dry corn. This one is a typical dish that we use in Mexico, especially in the north side of Mexico. Saltillo, Coahuila, Monterrey, San Luis, Chihuahua. And they use this dry corn, so they let it dry in the winter time. So in the summer, when the spring comes, this is gonna be the first soup that they're gonna do for Lent. So you're gonna put about 1 cup or 2, depending on how much you're gonna do, and you're gonna soak them in water overnight. So just 2-to-1 ratio of water. So if you have 1 cup of dry corn, 2 cups of water. And as you can see, it's gonna start all the where they grind the corn, you know, the husk and some of the cap, you know. You're just gonna let it dry, hydrate, and then tomorrow we're gonna rinse it out, and then we're gonna show you how to do the soup. But you have to let it soak. And then we're gonna need a half an onion. However you wanna use it, we're gonna just boil and then throw it away. So half an onion, about 3 garlic cloves, cumin. You can use whole or ground. And then for the soup, we're gonna need some guajillo peppers or New Mexico. Okay, so you're gonna need about 4 or 5 chiles, and that's gonna be for the sauce. And also we're gonna need about 3 garlic cloves and the other half of the onion to make our salsa. So from here, we're gonna make a sauce, so we can complement the sauce for the soup. And always, you can always add the shrimp patties, you know, the ones with the batter, the Mexican batter, with they're dip it in on the batter and then fry, or you can add some of the whole shrimp. So I'm gonna show you different ways tomorrow. So, but this is the ingredients. Let it hydrate, and then we're gonna do the chili sauce. So what you're gonna do with the sauce, you're gonna bring your chiles to boil, and then you're gonna put the garlic, some of the onion, and a pinch of the cumin seeds, and some salt. And then just bring it to boil, let it cool down, and then we're gonna blend it and strain it. But this is gonna be for tomorrow, so we're just gonna prep it today for tomorrow. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow and show you the final results. So after you have your chiles already cooked and cooled down, now we're gonna blend them, and we're gonna strain it out later. Okay, so just do like 1/4 of the water. Make sure you blend it all the way through, and then we're gonna strain it off. Okay, so now you're gonna have your corn already hydrated. Now we're gonna give them a quick rinse to remove any excess of the husk and the corn pieces, you know, like the core and stuff like that. Those brown pieces, take it out. So we're gonna rinse it out and then come back and start boiling. So now you're gonna rinse your corn. And then we're gonna bring it back to the boiling water. We're gonna boil it. So I'll remove these pieces. Okay. So after you rinse it off, you're gonna clean it. Make sure you know there's no debris or any broken bad pieces of corn like this. See? Take those out, and then we're gonna start cooking. So now that you have your sauce already blended, you're gonna strain it off, and then we're gonna start cooking in the cazuela. Okay. Okay, so for our soup, we're gonna need about 2 ounces of butter, half a cup of onion, minced, cilantro, a 1/4 of a cup or a pinch of cilantro, few garlic cloves, 2 or 3, as much as you like, 2 bay leaves to 3 bay leaves depending on the size, some cumin, just a pinch, and also we're gonna do some shrimp. So I got some whole shrimp peeled in the vein, And then what I did, I just cut them in half, butterfly them all the way. So we're gonna use some to start our soup and something to finish our soup. So let me give you the next step. Okay, we're gonna need a warm saucepan or deep cazuela, and we're gonna start with the butter. We're just gonna melt it. We're gonna put about 2 tablespoons of butter and get our cazuela getting hot. Then we're gonna come back and show you the next step. Now that you have your pan hot, we're gonna cook our shrimp. The ones that we did cut in half, so that way they look like this, like a little curl. Okay. We just want some flavor in the pot, and then we're gonna remove them. Okay, so we can add it later in the soup. Okay, so what I did, I just removed my shrimp. Now we're gonna cook our onion and garlic. And then we're gonna come back and add the corn and start making our soup. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna add the corn. And we're gonna give them a quick saute. And then we're gonna come back, add the chile and some water to our corn soup. We're just gonna cook it for about a few minutes. Come back and show you the next step. Okay, now we're gonna add the water and we're gonna bring it to boil. Okay, so you're gonna put water like 3/4 to the top, and we're just gonna bring it to boil. Then we're gonna come back and skim out, you know, whatever the scum is gonna show off on top, the foam and all the scum out. And then we're gonna let it cook for about an hour, hour and a half, or into the corn is nice and tender. And then we're gonna add the guajillo sauce so we can cook it. Okay, before you start boiling, we're gonna add the bay leaves, some salt to taste. Then we're gonna add later more. We're gonna adjust the seasoning later. So we're just gonna bring it to boil and come back. So now you can see the water evaporates almost, you know, more than halfway. So now you're gonna add the shrimp, you know, the raw shrimp, and the ones that we cooked in the beginning. And now we're gonna just add the guajillo sauce, so that way we can cook our soup, or guisarla as they call it. So you're gonna add the guajillo. And remember, this is not spicy, okay? So it's just for flavor and color. So you can adjust how much you want to use. And we're gonna bring it to boil again. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of the cilantro. And a little bit more guajillo. So we're just gonna bring it to boil, come back and show you the final results.